Morning.
Are we going?
Has our been going?
We're
going.
going.
We're going. Let's
All right,
go.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Pepe.
And I'm hungover.
That's Danny. I'm Franny.
And we're the Risky Biscuit Boys.
And this is the Fillmore.
This
This
is the Fillmore News.
Yeah,
Then it
copyright,
goes to
fool.
the
You can't say that shit.
Oh yeah.
Greg's gonna sue you, fool.
Greg.
Oh.
Greg's not even at the school anymore.
I'm gonna put the
He'll
intro
sue you.
right.
Quit.
Yeah.
Risky biscuit, risky biscuit.
Who?
Risky biscuit, risky
Yeah.
biscuit.
Who? Yeah.
Risky biscuit boys, yeah. Risky biscuit, 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 risky biscuit boys, yeah.
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 Oh.
They offered him a job to go review hotels and scuba dive, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that." Like the two best things he likes to do is travel,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and he was a scuba
yeah,
he's scuba diver teacher. I would not trust that fool with my life.
Instructor.
Oh, you know what? They told him to coach a water polo team one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And he took it, and he didn't know a goddamn thing about water polo.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, because they offered it to him. He's like, yeah, sure. And he's like, all right, yeah.
Sorry.
You're the coach
Remember
now.
the team got all mad because he called, or this one, what was it? Somebody had a recording of him saying that they're all like overweight, and he got all mad. All of them were mad, and a bunch of them quit.
Damn.
He
No,
says
but
they don't know how to
it's-
swim.
But this fool, he did like all his research right before he actually had to work. So that shit.
That was our video productions teacher.
Who didn't give a fuck?
I didn't give a fuck about anything.
When you lie in your resume, you still get the job.
Basically, yeah.
That's exactly
Remember
Yeah.
what
we
he
used to
did.
go on, what was it, Omegle?
Yeah, he used
We did that
He used
too,
to
we
let
did
us
that
go.
too.
No, well, he didn't let us go,
It
but
should- yeah.
Remember, we were just like, let's just go through it fast. Just go through it fast. And there was just,
Dick.
he wasn't around. And then it was just a thing of just people fucking. And then he came over and he just looked at it. And we're like, it's not what you think, Greg. We swear.
I saw. So basically, everybody that we saw had clothes on and just like wanting to talk. But that one time Greg looked over, it was just,
It was just people fucking. It was just a camera at like crotch
Why
level.
do people do
just
that?
fucking.
What's this one?
What is it? Danny,
It's a
we
fucking
made your
kink.
little sister
Oh yeah,
pose
we,
for
yeah,
us.
we,
and
shit,
we're like trying to seduce some girl, and we're like, take off your clothes, and it made it look like your sister was typing and shit. And
Yeah.
she took off
And
her
then
clothes, and we're
what
like,
was it?
wow.
And she was like, she's like, okay, we'll trade. You go, and then she was like, you do it first. And then she did it, the girl on the other side, and then we just left. We just closed it.
She's like, your turn, and we're like, bye.
Damn. Oh, I remember that shit happened. There was some dude like whipped out his fucking dick.
in class.
No.
Oh.
I was on Omegle. This is
Oh, you
different,
whipped
like,
out your dick.
No.
Ah.
This dude like just like I don't know. He's wearing like a thong and shit. Dude,
A
like
thong?
a bra. He's
A
wearing
dude?
like dude was
A
gay.
dude wearing a thong.
Dude was gay, and then he's like, I don't know, he just pulled out his fucking dick. I was just like typing like, being like, oh yeah, you know, show me more, just going along with it, just going along with it.
Low key, you're gay.
And then he, you know, he's like, all right, your turn. I'm like next.
Fellas, is it gay to hype up other men?
That shit was funny.
If it's behind the camera screen, then yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. There was like this one guy messaging another guy, and he put hashtag like gay, and then like it was on Instagram, and if you put hashtag gay and a message and send it to somebody, it makes it rainbow colored.
Yeah.
And then he put hashtag kissing your homies goodnight, and it didn't come up as a rainbow, and he's like, see, it's not gay.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I kiss my homies goodnight.
You gotta kiss your homies goodnight. Are you really homies if you don't kiss them goodnight?
Dude, right before I go to sleep, everyone's all passed out. I give them kisses.
You give 'em
To
kisses.
give them good
Go
dreams.
look under the bed for monsters.
I woke up, or yeah, that we threw a party last weekend.
Yeah.
We threw a
Oh,
party
today,
last.
what's today? December 1st?
Yeah.
It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Stop.
Danny's still asleep.
Stop.
You're gonna make this fool throw up. He has a throw up bag in his fucking
And then
pocket.
he's gonna do the noise in
I left it in the car, babe.
You hear that? It's a little kid fucking hitting the screen door.
I could tell. I could tell.
I'm pretty sure the mic can pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my neighbor, and then my sisters with their boyfriend in the other room being loud as fuck just because we're talking. They do that shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This is an interesting video, so if you hear random
It's not a
voices,
video, though.
Oh.
Recording.
just shut up.
Unless
You
you
got a camera?
post it on Pornhub.
Post.
We should start posting on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Why?
Will be a
Why?
meme.
Are you saying you
No,
don't want that
okay,
intro?
so
Say
you- no, 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 no.
dun, 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 dun. I don't know. It doesn't go like that, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
It's like the
Yeah.
Pornhub community.
Yeah. Maybe if we can get popular on Pornhub, we can get invited to the Pornhub Awards, and we can get an award for the best podcast on Pornhub.
Probably the
Sexiest
only
podcast.
podcast.
The only
The
podcast on
sexiest
Pornhub.
podcast? But we're still just talking about what it like is.
We'll be right there next to Asa Akira.
Alright.
Why can't we be next to Riley Raid?
Because Asa Akira has that award-winning
Right.
asshole.
You said.
Riley Ray.
Oh yeah, she did get that.
No, it's on her fucking bio on Instagram. I don't know how, like, I just came up across it, and, like, it's just, like, award-winning asshole. I'm like, alright.
Is that a flex?
Is-
That
oh,
is
I
a
guess.
flex.
Yeah, apparently.
She's disgusting.
Yeah.
her or asshole?
She is just a disgusting human being.
All racist and shit.
Alright, pulling out the topic Bible.
All fucking racist just because
Don't read.
she's Asian.
Don't read out of the topic Bible.
Don't read out of the biblioteca.
Don't read out
You
of the
get- you
topic
read it in your head.
biblioteca.
I have not written anything else.
Do you guys just like pick what?
Alright, so you guys want to hear a funny story?
Are we do you want to go in that, or do
Story
we want to do you want to
time. Nah,
get
story
funny first,
time.
or do we want to get a little?
I think it's been-
serious?
I think we should
it's
invite
been-
I
Angel
got a
next
little
time.
serious topic.
It's been pretty
Where's Angel?
funny.
Where?
No, let's do this.
Right now?
Because I
You
got
do
a story.
funny first.
Story.
A bunch of people. in
Okay.
here.
Alright. So
Story
so
time.
a couple of days ago, when was it Wednesday when I hit you and Ruben up about the controllers?
Yeah.
Alright. It's this thing called Let Go. If you don't know what Let Go is, it's
There's a
this
bunch of commercials for 'em.
it's this app where you
It's
can
like Craigslist.
you can yeah, but it's like more local. Like, you know, y'all meet up and exchange whatever the fuck you're gonna trade or sell. And so I found these two GameCube controllers, the orange ones. And if you don't know, those are pretty hard to find. And I found them. I found two of them for $50. So I was like, why the fuck not? I asked because I guess he was from Simi Valley, and I was like, oh, you know, let's meet up in Moore Park. So we met up in Moore Park, and we meet up at the Target parking lot on Thanksgiving, like 11, like late morning, early afternoon, and it was raining, and there were like 5 cars in the parking lot. Because I was planning on stopping by at Target too to, like, you know, maybe they got some like
Yeah.
Black Friday sales
Sizzling
going on already.
pancakes.
They look like cum.
That's right.
Don't say
Oh.
So yeah, so we decided to meet up there, and there was like a cop, like, you know, patrolling the area. Well, 3 of them actually, for some fucking reason. Even though there was like no fucking, you know, cars there, but
You guys selling drugs?
I get there, I hit the guy up, and he's like, all right, I'm here, white truck, whatever. And, you know, we meet up like halfway. He was maybe like 10 parking spaces like next to me, and we, you know, he gave me the controllers, I gave him the money, but we go back to our cars. He takes off, I go to the car, and like I'm checking out, you know, the condition of them or whatever. I look up and I see like a fucking cop pulling up on me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? This guy gets off, he's like, what are you doing out here? I'm like, I just came out here to, you know, buy some controllers. Yeah, like, he kind of laughs. He's like, you're out here buying controllers? like, he didn't believe
This is a
me.
drug I've never heard of.
Yeah, I'm
Is
just,
it good?
and I held it up. I held him up. I'm like, yeah, look. And then he's like,
Put 'em
okay.
up and the cop's like, go on ground.
Stop.
And that's
He's
how
not
Danny died.
black.
Yeah, no, and then I'm like, no, yeah, he's like, where you from? I'm like, Fillmore. He's like, you really came all this way just to buy controllers? I'm like, no, yeah, and then I explained to him how, like, rare they are or whatever, and how I came across it for, like, a pretty good deal, so, and then he's like, okay. And, yeah, so I guess he thought I was like, he's like, oh, well, you know, it just kind of looked funny. I saw you guys exchange something, so I had to come check it out. I'm like, no, yeah, I get that, you know, but it's not even like that, you know? Yeah, so that was my, no, and then he asked me too, he's like, you're not going to spend Thanksgiving with your family or what? I'm like, well, yeah, but you know, it's still like,
Controllers.
it's you know, like,
Yeah, but
But, like-
it's 11 a.m. Are you hungry?
yeah, like what the fuck? I'm
Was
like-
he inviting you over? What the fuck?
I'm like, aren't you?
Smash.
Yeah, no, so yeah, he's like, okay, and then I told him about the whole Let Go app, and he's like, okay. He's like, and you're not selling anything out here? I was like, no, I'm about to just go home. Like, I just came to pick these up. real
Selling
quick.
drugs. Why? You want some?
You out here selling anything? Why just get that
So, yeah.
weed in the back? But that's
That's
for
how
later.
that's how my Thanksgiving started off.
That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
It was because we exchanged, but like we exchanged control. Like, you just saw us exchanging something.
You made a drug deal, but it wasn't for drugs.
Yeah.
What if he took the controllers and he like broke them open and he thought maybe that's like the new
Fuck.
way that they're doing it. They're hiding it in
Not hiding it.
GameCube
And now he gave me
controllers.
ideas.
Man.
I'm like, oh, you can, you know, you
Just
can put them inside.
yeah, you can sell shells.
Shouts out to selling drugs.
You would. It sounds more complicated because you gotta make it like not smell.
This is so messy.
Dude, there's,
I
like,
mean, but if they're gonna see it, they're not gonna like just fucking.
Take
Hey,
the
is that a
controller.
controller? All right.
Brings it up to your fucking face. Takes a big old fucking whiff out of
just,
it.
I was watching.
I need to check your ass now.
That game, that movie that I was watching with JoJo, the End of Watch. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, it's sad.
There's a scene where they pull over this guy, and he just got a freaking big old pot of like soup from from an old lady, and they pull him over, and they take the pot of soup and they dump it out, and it's like, what is it, pozole, but also drugs and money in the pozole.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and they're like, well, what do we got here? So I was like, wow, I guess that's one way to do it.
Got fucking spilled pozole.
It's all over the... But you don't see the money yet. So it just looks like they just spilled this guy's pozole. And then there's money. And I was like, oh,
Wait,
he is
pozole
drugs.
pozole is basically like what?
It's like cheesecake.
No,
What the fuck?
that's 100%.
Here, I'll
opposite.
whip some out. Look,
That's
it's right
not
here.
all
Here,
what it
Michael,
is.
you want some? You want some of my pozole? Or
Your
not?
pozole.
Is it because it's hot? I'll blow on it.
What the fuck was that?
My dick.
The what is it? The white bitch at Goodwill, the supervisor.
Yeah.
She made some because they had a Thanksgiving potluck, but she
Uh-huh.
called it pozole.
Pozole.
She's like, I came to get my pozole back, and I was like, don't say it like that.
Pozole.
Have it back then.
Damn, I don't want it. I was gonna get some too because I saw
Pozole's
it.
on
and
the
I
other
was
side
like,
of
oh, she
freeway,
made
won't
it.
you?
It's probably
Walk
not
on over
good.
there.
All right. Where do we go from here?
I don't know. We just went on like a good rant.
Your mom. What is
I
it?
got like a. If you guys want, I have like a slightly serious topic.
What do you want to talk about?
No, because I was just thinking about it the other day, which is like how.
We're all gonna die.
Well, yeah, but.
When you're born, you sign a death. You sign your death.
No, you don't sign it because you don't know how to write, you
Yeah,
stupid
your
ass.
parents sign it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't even read it.
Your rights are given over to someone
Did you
else.
hear about that kid who sued his parents because
Oh yeah,
because they didn't ask for his consent to be born?
yeah.
Are you fuck? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
and last
won
I
the
heard,
case?
he was winning, and then they're like, "What?" And then it was in like India. Yeah, it was
Why
kind
the
of dumb.
fuck? Okay, so what? If he wants to be born, like, how the fuck is he supposed to let anybody know?
Talk
He
to your
ended up
nutsack.
losing. I think he ended up losing because the judge was like, "Well, you were under the age of consent, so your parents make the choices for you."
He was under the age of even being underage.
Yeah. But what I really want to is like how, what is it, schools? I'm trying like have a way to word how schools are more. I guess you could say they kind of villainize like jobs at like trade jobs, like mechanic work, plumber, things like that. Things that people need, but you never hear. All you ever hear in school is, oh, you gotta go to college, you gotta study hard so you can go to a big university and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The only class we ever took that actually told us that like, oh, it's okay not to go to, you can do like a trade and stuff, was Mr. McMahon's class,
Robotics.
robotics and all that. But I think it's kind of bullshit how they don't. That if you are in one of those jobs, a lot of people look at you like you're basically like a failure. Like if you're a plumber or something like that.
I see
They're
that,
like, this
yeah.
guy's obviously was stupid, so this is why he's in this job.
You're just like, fine, I'm stupid. I'm gonna take my $40 an hour and go. Because that's how much they
People
get
make-
paid,
they
dude.
Make bank.
They make good
Yeah.
money.
All those trades make bank and everything. And it's bullshit that we don't push kids to go towards those jobs, even though we know. I don't. If they don't want to do it, don't be like, oh, you have to become this.
I went to
But if that's, you have to put that out there as an option. They don't even put that as an option.
I went to college for like a week, and then I was like,
For like 2 days.
yeah, and then I was like, nah, I'm good.
It's dumb. I hate it.
You went for 2 days and you're like, I can't get a ride. And I quit.
I hate school.
What's your major?
Business. I love it though.
What do you guys that? Like, do you think they should more like? Oh, if you don't like call it, maybe you'll like this thing. Maybe you want to be a mechanic or a plumber.
I think it.
Something like that.
I think it all really comes down to our educational system. Cause like
Our educational system is fucked.
it is. It's really bad.
We have like one of the worst in the world. It's all from our math and science all the way down to our physical education. It's all fucked.
Are you trying to say the Pacer test isn't good?
The what?
The pacer
Pacer
test.
test?
What the fuck is that?
Where you run back and forth?
On the beat?
Yeah,
The what?
the beat.
Are you gonna throw up, Danny?
Don't throw up, Danny.
Who's
If you
Danny?
throw up, at least throw up on the mic. Oh, you're hungover today.
Here, Danny, have some of my pozole.
Why you throwing up on the mic?
Yeah, the education system's fucked.
It's not good.
And
It
we're
does-
not doing anything about it.
Our education system is like too one-sided. They don't promote the whole it's like a circle. Like think about pie, like it's a circle or cake or like whatever you want to think of. Just think of a circle,
Slice.
and like they only focus on like 25% of like what you
the
actually
fuck?
need.
I don't think the pie thing was necessary. You could have just said 25%.
Yeah. Also, like a lot of schools still push like unless you have certain, even here in Film Wars, unless you have a certain teacher, they still a lot of the books still push the idea that the United States is always the good guy and we didn't do anything wrong ever
But that's
and don't let
bullshit.
anybody ever tell you different.
And then-
what is it? Collar tug?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
And then we
Danny
walked
Corey's
into
weird.
Mr.
we
Anderson's
walked into
class,
Mr. Anderson's class and
fucking
he's like,
freshman year.
we enslaved everybody.
You're
Yeah.
black.
Why
That
you-
sucks.
Why are you hitting the board?
You're
Yeah.
black, too bad me, homie. Then those foods that I just fucking like go to Africa, like basically.
They're just like, get on the boat. You've never seen a
Yeah.
boat? Get on.
Technically, we
Basically,
didn't do
they
that.
kidnapped black
And then
people
they
and,
showed
like-
up, and
I
then
mean-
other black people were like, "Hey, give me what you have," and they're like, "No, well, give us people." And he's like, "All right, you could have that one, and that one." And then they gave them like silver and shit, and they're like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
And then they
Spicy.
came back and took the rest of them.
They were trading for a while, and they're like, you know what? Why are we giving you money?
Yeah.
The
Let's
white
just
people were
steal 'em."
like, "Why are we trading? We have guns."
And they started stealing.
That's exactly
It's
how
like,
that goes.
what is it? Whoever has a bigger stick wins.
And like everyone looks at Abraham Lincoln, they're like, "Oh yeah, he freed the slaves," but that wasn't even like his main thing. It was just kind of like something that happened. He was just they're like, "Are you gonna free the slaves?" And he's like, "I guess," and then he just kind of did it.
Technically, he didn't even free the slaves. He was just like, hey, this is gonna happen, and people were like, nah.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
like,
and then our side just ended up winning the war, or like the North.
yeah,
The North just ended up winning, so like it
North
stayed into
side?
law. So like if the Southern won, they would have been like, nah. They would have reappealed it to be like, nah, who's game?
Yeah, and then like they're like, "You're free now," and he's like, "Yay, I'm free." but you can't do anything ever.
He's like, here, you're
Can
free,
I-
but these are the rules.
Can you sit? Can I sit in this chair? No, you could sit on the ground,
Jim Crow said
but
no.
not in that part of the ground. The ground over there,
the wet ground.
the wet ground.
You ever sit down in like wet grass and you stand up and there's like mud on your pants and now your pants are kind of wet. Now you're upset and kind of hard, but not really because you're
I
wet.
don't know about the last
Yeah,
part.
I don't know
but-
about that last
I don't know
part.
about the first part.
What is it?
Jose's MacBook. Pro.
Wanna know what's crazy?
Well, that's crazy.
China.
Oh, China's fun.
We're not gonna talk about China.
We're not gonna talk about China.
You guys don't wanna
There's
talk
too
about
much
China?
shit. We'll talk about China when whatever's happening over there is finished. It's gonna go
Never.
one of two ways.
Why?
It's gonna go
You-
one of three ways.
You don't want to talk about it?
The
'Cause-
protesters are either gonna get their way.
They're paying you, Michael?
Yeah, are they paying you?
The protesters are either gonna get their way, or China's just gonna get their way, or China's just gonna wipe them all out because they don't give a fuck.
They're gonna do what is it, another Timbuktu?
Because they're like human rights. What are those? And then Russia's gonna be like, hey,
China's
we're all
paying
gonna
Michael.
blow ourselves up eventually.
China's paying Michael. What are they giving you? What are they giving
Am I-
you?
They're paying me
Yeah, to stay quiet.
about what?
About China's problem. This is a national problem. This is on a national scale. No one can
Which
see
problem? They have like 100.
this. Well, we need to do one by one, okay? We can't do everything.
We talking about the smog, or the fact that they're like, Hong Kong, you're a free state, but
I thought you
not
said
really.
Kong Kong.
Kong Kong. King Kong. The fact that they got King Kong.
Oh, they got King Kong on the side, huh?
Yeah.
Godzilla. Too.
No, Godzilla.
Oh,
The
the
Godzilla's
Godzilla-
Japanese.
The
Oh,
Godzilla
he's in
and
the
King Kong movie
got pushed back to
yeah.
2020.
Pretty
Or
upset
like
about
late
that.
2020.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah. It was after Godzilla. What was it called? Godzilla.
Guardians of the
King
Galaxy.
Monsters.
Kingdom of the Monsters.
King of the Monsters.
Oh.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, King of the Monsters.
Rocket Raccoon versus fucking
Donkey Kong.
Godzilla.
Donkey Kong.
Versus Donkey Kong.
There's so many different
Versus
genres.
Donkey Kong versus fucking.
Donkey Kong versus King Kong.
In a cage match.
I think Donkey Kong wins. Or a Donkey Kong, King Kong.
Nah,
I think he
Rocket,
wins.
dude. Rocket with his big ass fucking guns.
He just needs a leg.
Have you seen that meme? Where it was like nobody, and then it's like Rocket Raccoon, and it's like this dude with like a long ass fucking gun, like just a big ass fucking weapon. Cause you know how he just like makes his own fucking guns and shit.
Uh-huh.
I found that pretty fucking funny.
Why is he obsessed with body parts?
I thought he only does it for the joke.
He does do it for the joke.
But he wanted.
Kind of like
He
how.
wanted Winter Soldier's arm.
Yeah.
Where's the joke?
Yeah,
he's
gonna get
like,
it.
how much for the arm? And he's like, oh, it's not
I'm
for
not
sale.
getting
He's
that.
like, I'm gonna get that arm.
It's
Why does he want? Why is he obsessed with body part? He has that eye. Why do you get that
Yeah,
eye?
you got that eye.
He had an eye.
Maybe
No,
he
No,
likes
he got
training
it
him up.
from. He got it from. Was it the second Guardians movie?
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
a movie where he got it.
The eye? No, he just
Yeah.
kind of talks about how he got it. He said he won it in a card game, but the
Oh,
guy
that's
cheated
right,
it.
that's
The
right.
guy cheated him, so he went and he took it anyways while the guy was asleep, and he shoved it up his ass to get it out of.
I don't know
place.
about that last.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what he says.
He did.
He said that
When
in
he
Infinity
when
War.
Thor
Or
pops
was
it into his skull, he's like,
No,
"Oh,
not
I'd wash
Infinity
that
War.
first. I had to, you know."
Was it post credits?
No, it was
No, it was
during.
on Wait,
it was during
Ragnarok?
like the regular.
I
When
don't
they-
remember
when
what
they're trying to
fucking
get the
it was
Forge
in
started?
Infinity War.
When they're trying to
Was
get
it
the Forge
Infinity War?
started.
Yeah, when they were going
Okay,
to go
that's what I
get
thought
his
it
new
was
axe.
first.
He's like, yeah, I would clean that first. You don't know where I had to hide it to get
Yeah.
it out. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
he said that.
Or he's like, I had to shove it up my to like get it out, but Thor cuts him off because he's like, what's going on?
Because Disney, you know.
He's like.
Oh,
Ooh,
Disney Plus came
no
out.
eye.
It's been 2
Disney
weeks now.
Press,
It's been 2 weeks.
Oh,
barely. I feel
fucking-
like it's been longer.
Fucking Baby Yoda.
baby.
Oh, what's up with that?
He's all over the internet.
Why?
Have you seen him? Because he's cute.
I've seen him, but where did he come from?
He's
What
from
is
the
that?
Star Wars.
Mandalorian.
Is it, that's
the
like a
new show.
screenshot from like a new show or what?
Yeah.
It's called The Mandalorian. It's pretty good.
It's like a show food, but about like Baby Yoda.
It's
Well,
like
why
a
is he
Star
big?
Wars western.
Because you gotta watch the show to understand.
I don't know.
I
The
can't,
first-
can't ruin it, fool, because the listeners are listening and they want to
The
listen. to what's
second
not spoiled when they're
episode
listening.
is based
Doesn't
off of
sound like I care for it.
a Japanese off of a manga, and like there's scenes cut from the like in a live action adaptation of this manga that if you put them like side to side with the show, they like completely match up. And then the newest episode is it's based on the Magnificent Seven.
I thought that was like a movie.
It is
Yeah.
a movie.
But the Magnificent Seven is a remake of a remake that was a remake of a Japanese movie called The Seven
Danny, did you
Samurai.
fucking fart?
No. What? Wait, I might have.
No, I know his parts.
Did I?
We all know his parts.
I know.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty
You're
good.
all- You're all brewed.
Oh.
You're all brewed.
I'd recommend the
The Mandalorian.
the manga.
Manga?
The
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Manga.
Mandalorian.
What else we got?
You just got Pokemon fucking
Pokemon
Sword.
Sword, the good one.
Yeah. I mean,
The good one.
okay. They're both good games. They're both Pokemon. And
The good one.
I'm just happy it's
if you're
on
gonna
Switch.
get them, get Sword. There's nothing on Shield that's worth it.
It's exactly the
There's
same.
that thick girl that's the gym leader.
It's
Okay,
exactly the same with minor differences.
There's nothing on.
Sword and Shield is basically they're like twins. You're
The
gonna
only
like
thing is
one.
get Shield if they don't have the Sword just doesn't have Sword. If they have Sword, get Sword.
That's debatable.
I mean, yes.
It's
So-
a good game though.
Yeah.
It's kind of broken.
Yeah. There's a lot of exploits.
Did you
Yeah.
hear that?
But, like,
awkward
there's a-
pause?
There's a lot
No.
of
Leave it in.
exploits
Don't get that.
that
out.
like that are in the game.
Make it longer.
I was trying to
Extend the
make,
silence.
extend it and
Extend
pause.
it for like 5 minutes.
People would be like,
So people are like, did it stop
people would be like,
playing? And they're gonna check their phones and they're gonna be like, no, it's still. They're gonna check like if they're listening on earphones, they're gonna be like, what's is?
They're gonna turn up the volume.
And then you put in a bass boosted thing of us screaming and they blow out their ears.
They just kill themselves.
Yeah,
We can do that right now.
we could put a bass boosted sound of us killing ourselves.
Hold up, hot take.
Base boost.
Do you think Jesus Christ was an ass or a boobs guy?
I saw that. I don't like that.
I think he was either.
No, cause
Wasn't he like a 40-year-old virgin?
yeah, but which one do you think he preferred more?
I don't think either.
No, he has to, cause
Hey.
he's human. The Bible says he's as human as us, so he had sexual desires. So for you to say he did
But
not
he's
have
the
sexual
closest
desires,
thing to God besides the archangels.
and he's also human, so he
I
has
think,
desires.
I don't give a
He
fuck
could have
about
been
Jesus.
persuaded by the devil, but he was just like, stanky leg, nah. I'm gonna die for my dad, for you
Alright,
bitches.
I don't want to talk about
That's all.
religion.
That story. I forgot what comedian talks about it, but he's like, that story's really fucked up when you actually think about it. He's like, I feel like God did some shady shit, and they couldn't get to him, so they murked up his son. And Jesus actually just got shanked up in an alleyway, but that doesn't sound as good as being nailed to a cross. Think about it. Think about it. Like God was at like a
Oh,
like
fucking
poker
hell.
game or something, and he's like, "Fuck, I don't got it," and he lost everything. He's like, and he took off, and then he had this son, and this. Let's not forget the part where he got another man's woman pregnant.
That's what's up.
Disappeared until he was a certain age, and then was like, "Hey, yo, I'm your dad." Let's not forget about that part.
Wasn't the Virgin Mary also like 15?
Nice.
I think we'll
How
just
old is
forget
God?
about that.
He's like 15.
Apparently, he's infinity years old. Fool.
He's Infinity War years old.
Infinity Warriors, and he showed up. He's like, "You're my," because Jesus started getting famous. Then he came back and he's like,
Oh,
"Hey,
okay.
I'm your dad." And then he got him shanked up.
Just fucked him over.
Well, I have a question.
What?
It's like, have you ever
So-
seen The Water Boy?
Bitch, I'm talking.
When the dad shows up at the end, he's like, "It's me, Bobby. I'm your daddy."
Daddy.
But imagine that as Jesus and God.
Which one's Jesus and which
Shut
one's
the
God?
fuck up. Okay. So, when you're Danny, what's your favorite show like that you've seen?
Dexter.
Okay, so you watched all of Dexter, like, right? Like, whenever
Yeah.
you wanted, you watch like fucking 6 episodes
Yeah.
or whatever. Would you rather have that or have a fucking episode like once a week? Like, binge a show
I get
or
you, I get you, but I don't know my answer.
I prefer. I have. Can I raise my? I'm raising. Teacher, pick on me. Pick on me. No one can see, but I'm raising my hand. Teacher, please, please. Major,
what?
major.
What?
I
what?
got- I have the answer to the question. I have the answer
I
to the
would
question.
rather it be
I have the
there
answer. No,
all,
this
like,
food's
so
done.
I can watch it whenever I want.
Nah, this food doesn't
Like,
have the answer
I
to the
wouldn't. I
question.
wouldn't want to wait a whole last week just to.
Because you're just tempted.
Teacher,
Yeah,
teacher,
just
teacher.
to
I know
watch
the answer. I know the answer. Teacher, I know the answer.
Why?
I know the answer.
No, it's a question because
Teacher,
a lot of
me,
people
me.
prefer
Me.
what, Pepe?
No, you yelled at me. I'm not gonna say anything.
It's because people thought the Mandalorian and all the Disney Plus shows are going to be released all at once.
Yeah.
But they're doing them weekly. But the reason they're doing it weekly is because the study showed that when they're released all at once and a person binge watches the whole thing, there's no desire for a next episode
Yeah.
because they know they could just go
You know
watch it
what?
anytime.
I feel like it's just their way of like.
Holding on to you.
Yeah.
That's the point. To see, once they found too that once you finish that season,
That you're
that
more
less
likely
people
to
come back to
unsubscribe, yeah.
less people
Yeah.
are less likely to come back to season
yeah.
2.
It's all psychological.
They're
There's
just
no
trying to extend
point.
their or your
Their grasp on
They're
your money.
trying to get more
Yeah.
net income. They're like, how can we get more viewers by fucking them up mentally?
no,
Pay them.
no, they're like, how can we get their money? How can we take more money from them?
Pretty much.
Exactly.
I mean, that's all they do.
It's smart though. Like if you're
It
in their
is,
shoes,
but
it's
like-
like super smart.
But like, fuck them though.
Okay, but if you were in their shoes, you do the exact same thing.
No, I wouldn't.
I would. I'd be like, fuck all these people. Give me money, dude.
Nah,
We live in a capitalist society, so that's what you gotta do.
Like,
You either fuck people over or
What?
they're gonna fuck you over.
Capitalism is what? You have something I want, someone pay for
No,
it.
capitalism is just like I have something, give me money for it.
yeah.
Like you can sell what anything you want.
Yeah,
Prostitution,
Yeah.
except that it's illegal.
not in Nevada.
No matter.
So was Disney gonna
Why
buy out
should it be
prostitution
illegal?
too?
Oh, that's a good question.
Why should prostitution be illegal?
You want it to be illegal?
I said, why should it be?
Why should it
If
be?
it's two consenting adults, one's offering
That's
goods and
true.
services,
And
why should it be illegal?
It shouldn't. I mean, like,
It's one of those things that where they want to lower the drinking age, so it's people are more safe when they're drinking. It's the same thing because it protects both parties if it's legal.
There's a party.
Where does it go?
There's
there's
two
no
parties.
fucking parties.
The-
there.
Michael just said there's two parties.
Which one are we going to?
The first one and the second one.
No, but that's a good question. Like, if you're gonna be able to sign up for the military at 18, fuck, and you can smoke. Once you're in the military, you can smoke at 18. Like, if you're fucking 18, you
Thing
can
is
smoke.
21
That's the
now,
thing.
but
Yeah.
No.
In the
You gotta-
military, if you have your ID and you are 18 years old, you can buy cigarettes or tobacco products.
What?
Because you can.
Because you can. That's just how it is. But you
Wait.
can't drink. You
Because
have to-
technically, on the federal level, the age to smoke cigarettes is 18. On the federal level. On the state level,
But
states
it's
are-
because they, like, what is it?
What, Danny?
Alcohol is illegal until the age of 21 because, like, around the time that we turn 21 is when our brain.
no, our brains don't
Our
fully
brain-
develop
yeah,
till 25.
our frontal lobe isn't done until we're like 25.
So there's no real excuse to have it at 21. It's safer to have it at 18 because
To
at,
brew it at 18?
at 18 you're going
But that's
to.
gonna.
Most people are drinking at like
that's gonna
parties and things like
affect,
that, and
like,
if
the
somebody
fucking
passes out,
growing process.
nobody's gonna call an ambulance because nobody else wants to get in trouble because they were
Yeah.
drinking. So that person ends up like seriously injured or even dying because nobody helped them. But let's say that the age was bumped down to 18, then people could go to like bars and shit like that. And then if they either get cut off or if they pass out, there's a bartender there to call like help and things like that. But they keep it at 21. They're like, you could vote you can die for your country, but you can't have a beer.
And you
can
can't
smoke.
pay for sex.
And you can't pay for sex.
You can't.
And you
Like
can't
if
bathe.
I can kill myself, no. If I can sacrifice, no. If I'm willing to die for this country, that sounds better. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't. They,
If I'm
cha-
willing to
they changed the gambling age too. You can't gamble at 18 anymore.
on the federal level, still 18. But here in stupid ass California, with our stupid ass progressive ass fucking ways of viewing, or what are we? What's progressive, left or right? Left. Cause we're
fucking snowflakes.
everyone's all fucking left-handed and shit. I just
Everyone's
kidding.
all left-handed. I'm right-handed. Bro.
Yeah, that's why we like eating ass.
Is that what that correlates to?
Yeah.
I don't.
If look,
Where's the science?
whoever is listening right now, look
Show
at
me
your
the
look at your right
science.
hand. Now look at your left hand.
Now,
Okay, are you doing
if
it?
You looked at your right hand and you want to eat ass, then you're right-handed.
What the fuck?
If you look at your left hand, you're just looking at your left hand.
Yeah.
I just wasted your time.
hmm
You're welcome.
Yeah. Now go eat some ass.
now use your newfound powers
Now
to
we're-
eat ass.
now you use your newfound powers for good. With great power comes great eating ass.
All I'm saying is if I can die, if I can take a bullet, I should be able to pay for sex if I wanted to. I'm not saying I'm gonna,
In Japan, you can.
But-
wait.
but
no.
if someone was just like, give me $20 and I'll eat your ass, and I'll be like, I'll do 15.
Be like, that's a deal.
Why are you going down? Just
Hey,
take the
no,
$20.
no, it's not illegal. It's not illegal.
Oh shit! Yeah, why am I going down?
You faggot. Oh, I ruined that.
It's not illegal in Japan. There's red light districts
Yeah, I was
where
just
it's
about to
only
say that.
legal in like those areas, which I don't see why they can't do that here. And it's mostly because we have more religious people in
California.
like just
America?
in the in like the country as a whole. In Japan, it's not like that. They have so many different religions, and the main religion I don't even think is like, don't do that. I mean, like I said, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as both are consenting adults,
And you're not spreading anything.
yeah, I mean,
Well, you
where's
kinda
the
have the spread
problem
of
in
the
it?
leg.
Well, I mean, like,
yeah, but
I meant like diseases.
If you're gonna eat some ass, you gotta spread them cheeks. You know?
I meant diseases, you ass.
This is long.
like, I mean,
Spread it.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't think it's ever gonna be like that. Because if they do make it legal, the only problem is that
AIDS.
most of people who use prostitutes are probably cheating on their significant other.
On their diet. Oh.
Well,
Cheating on their diet.
but
Like, I usually eat eggs, but today.
but
I'm
it's
gonna
not
eat
just
ass.
that. It's just like, so I can see how that's gonna be a problem too. Because let's say prostitution does become legal, how are they gonna tax that?
Oh, that's
Just like you
facts.
tax anything. You could tax a strip club, can't you?
That's a lot
Can
harder.
you?
You would have to put on your taxes. Like-
That's a red light district is just a place with a bunch of brothels that are a business.
dude,
It's a
who the
business.
they're still
So
like.
they get taxed. There's no problem about taxing it. That's not a problem.
Think about how you run like a massage parlor. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
The only
with,
difference
like-
is that there's ass eating in there.
Yeah. I mean, some places there's also ass eating.
A lot of
They give you
places
a
by
happy
military like bases have a lot of massage parlors.
Dude, I want to get my feet massaged, but like someone that like massages feet. Like they'll feel my feet and they'll be like, "Ooh, you're not eating enough gluten," and I'll be like, "Fuck." like you know what I mean?
Like they just know.
And
Yeah.
you're like, you need to up your gluten
Man, you can tell by your
and eat a
feet.
little less ass.
They'll be
Right.
like, "You're sexually frustrated," and I'll be like, "Leave me alone."
Like they went to
Just-
school for that.
Yeah, like
They're
they
just like,
they know what's wrong with their feet. Not
motherfucker, you gay.
like I don't want some like random person touching my feet and being like, "There is done." I'll be like, "Oh, okay." I feel like if someone's gonna touch my feet, I want them to know what they're doing. You know,
Yeah.
like I want them
You're
to tell
gonna
me
touch
how I'm
your
doing.
feet. You don't want them to be like,
Suck on your toes.
I wonder how that feels.
what would you do if like they
Like-
laid you down like on your stomach? They were doing your back and they're like, right now I'm gonna do your feet, and you just feel mouth all over your feet,
Oh, like a whole ass mouth, like
A
just
whole ass.
swallow your fucking.
and you're like,
Toes.
oh no. And you get up and you look back, but there's like
There's no one
nobody
there. Or like the masseuse is like sucking on your toes and they're like, all right, I'll be back. And then like the real masseuse comes in.
And then the real masseuse comes in, he'd be like, "Who is that?"
That's the one
It's
you
like,
know.
God damn it, Carl! I told you can't keep doing this. It's just a son. This is a son.
I told you to wait in the car.
Time did you have work, Michael?
At 3:30. So I gotta be home at like 2:30 to get everything.
Okay. So
We still got time.
like 2:15.
We got time.
How much? What are we at right now?
We're at 40 minutes on the dot right now.
Wanna take a
We
little
can
break?
Go
Or
for like 10 more minutes.
wanna take a little break?
No, we go for 10 more
We're
minutes.
gonna go for 10 more minutes.
10. What else is a hot take?
Hot take, hot topic.
What else is that hot
The
topic?
Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck.
Yo, okay, dead ass. The Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck looks cool. I don't care who.
It's breaking the norms of what trucks are supposed
It
to look
looks
like.
nice. I don't care.
It looks
cool.
futuristic.
They said it might be in
Oh,
Cyberpunk
the
2077.
Yeah,
The one everyone's memeing.
yeah, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
The PS1 graphics.
The fucking warthog,
But the thing is they're like,
right?
he
That's-
hits it with a sledgehammer and nothing happens to it, and they break the glass.
Well, he
But
throws a fucking metal bearing. That thing is like the metal bearing
He
is for like a
throws it out the
fucking
window, but-
semi truck.
Well, have you seen him? Like, because he redid the video and like they were throwing a bunch of shit out the windows. Like I saw it on Twitter and I was like, hey, nice. Like,
But he hits it and it doesn't break. That's how old cars were made. But that means if you get in an accident, you're going to be shredded by your own car. Because it doesn't. The reason cars crumple is to protect the person inside.
Well, yeah, because the
So if your car doesn't crumple, scrub, you're done. If you get in an accident.
the frame has a like it takes all the impacts. So the frame. So when you get in a car accident, everything bends except the frame. It's supposed to stay intact, so you don't fucking you sit in the frame. Everything else is around you.
okay, think about a pie.
That has nothing to do with what I just said. What I'm saying is it's made it like they made old cars. People died in car accidents more often in old cars because the car didn't crumple.
No, because they didn't have
It was just a
seatbelts.
steel death trap. And that's exactly what this is now.
No.
Yeah, it's like bulletproof and shit, but it doesn't. If you get in a car accident, it's not. You're just gonna
No,
be
if
in
you
this
get
thing.
into a car accident with a fucking like Tesla, the thing is made like it's the safest car out right
Oh
now.
yeah, it passed the most.
Yeah,
It passed like the test.
it
with-
surpassed like everybody's
I
expectations
forget how
for
many
safety.
points it is. It only got like minus like 1 or 2 points.
So yeah, it's like a pretty fucking good car to have.
All I know is that the Tesla truck looks nice. It's futuristic, but guess what? We're living in the future compared to the past.
If you fucking take a hit from a Tesla truck, whatever it hit is gonna get out of the way or die.
If you take a hit from a Tesla truck, you might get high. You get it?
No.
From the muffler. Or what?
Hit him with the muffler.
With the muffler.
It comes off, but it doesn't have a
That has
muffler.
bong rip from
It
the
doesn't have a muffler. It's an electric car.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear that there's an electric Mustang?
Yeah, the Mach E. It's so ugly. Fucking, I don't like it because, like, and now any soccer mom, Susan, is gonna be like, yeah, I have a Mustang. No, you don't fucking have a Mustang. You have a fucking SUV. Mustangs are coupes, and they go zoom, and they're not electric. You smell muffler. You smell the muffler, and you're like, oh
One
yeah.
time, me and
Shove it in
Angel
your
were
ass.
just looking at pictures of coupes. That cars are only made as
I
coupes.
thought you were gonna
as
say.
4 doors.
I thought you were gonna say
and they
cooch.
all look gross. They were like 4-door Mustang, and it doesn't look good. It just looks weird, and I don't like it.
Looks
Like
too
4-door
long.
Camaros.
Does it look too
they're,
long?
they're too long, and I'm like, this makes me uncomfortable.
Danny's fucking hung over.
Danny, what'd you do last night?
You're dead, dude.
You look like shit.
I feel like shit.
Danny's over the age of consent. I mean, 21.
Well, for the age, well, I mean both.
No.
Yeah.
And then last night he was out drinking with his little sister, who was also.
You know the age of consent, and I think it was like Taiwan is 12.
Are you serious? That's kind of gross.
Yeah,
Well, different.
No, that's
customs.
gross. It's not kind of. It's pretty gross.
It's gross.
It's their customs.
because they like
With Taiwan?
will like sell off their kids.
You trying to go to Taiwan, Danny?
No.
Why are you trying to go to Taiwan, Danny?
Is that like...
Okay, hold up. Hold up.
Is that like Thailand?
Theoretical.
Taiwan.
What is it?
Taiwan
What
is
it?
Taiwan. It's not fucking
So
Thailand.
it's not in Thailand?
Fuck. What am I trying to like? Theoretical. Theoretically,
Alright.
It's
someone
windy.
someone can go to Taiwan, and they'll smash someone, but that person might be under the age of 18.
It's legal there.
Yeah.
So that's what you're
I
saying.
mean, you're completely in your rights to do so, but as soon as you come back, everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah, you fucked a 12-year-old."
Yeah.
And then you, it was in Taiwan, so it was legal.
Like, you'll get shitted on for it
Yeah,
over
there's
here,
no way.
But, you know...
I think
you're
you
over
can
there,
still,
you'll
you
be
might
good.
even still be able to like be charged in the U.S. Like they'll be like, "You did an illegal in another country."
Does that how? I don't think that's how it works.
No, I don't
Yeah, I
think.
was gonna say, I don't think so.
So it might be.
If you're like,
feel like
if you're under like a if you have a government job and somebody finds out you did that, then yes, I'm pretty sure they
Oh
can.
shit! No, they can't charge you. I don't know. I don't give a
You
fuck.
can murder someone in like unlaw waters. I forget what it's called.
What?
There's like waters where there's no laws, and you're like, fuck you.
It's unclaimed, like ocean.
Yeah. So there's
Just
no laws
in
there.
the ocean.
So like you can kill someone.
You kill somebody in space.
That's facts. There's no laws. in
Like
space.
even on like
Can you?
on like the space stations, if one of those people killed the other, they can't be charged with anything because there's no laws in space.
There's laws in space.
There's no laws in space.
I feel like they
Like,
would
there's no
set some,
laws
like,
associated
rules.
with space. They have none.
Didn't America put like ballistic missiles on?
Yes, we have a satellite that carries ballistic missiles that floats around in space.
Yeah. So we just
They're not
have-
even ballistic missiles. They're just,
just
metal.
like giant
they're
metal
giant
rods.
metal rods
Like
that we
tungsten
drop
or some
that they
shit.
could drop. It's called kinetic bombardment. It picks up all that energy, and when it hits the ground, it releases all of it.
So we basically made little meteors in space.
Pretty much, yeah, because there's no law against.
There's no law against it.
There's not any type of law that says you can't do
Fuck.
that.
What is it?
It is. It's if you had the money, the resources, and the ability, you could make a Death Star. It's completely legal.
Elon
Nobody's
Musk is,
gonna stop you.
Elon Musk is on his way.
People are gonna be upset about it, but they're not gonna stop you. They're gonna see. I'll be like, I want to see where this goes. Can I visit?
If you make a fucking Death Star pretty close to the fucking planet,
It would.
it'd fucking change a lot of the planet. Cause you gotta think about it, like
It would have its own orbit.
Yeah,
Does it
have its own orbit.
They never talk about that.
it would have its own orbit.
They said that it's the size. It's bigger than a moon, so it would, in theory, have to have its own orbit.
If
Yeah.
it's not in
But the
the
ships fly around it, no problem.
it's not in the Geneva Convention, so technically, it's all good.
Yeah.
That's what we just.
I was
said
just
that.
trying to find the real words because you guys are just spitting out words. I want people to be educated.
Do you think we're ever gonna get to that point?
Where we have to have
Like no, like a
laws in
like a
space.
Star Wars,
Like a
where
Star
it's like
Wars.
we have like Star Destroyers
Yes.
and stuff like that.
We for
No.
sure not gonna be around for it.
Nobody's
Or
gonna be
we-
racist anymore once we find aliens, because then
But,
everybody
like-
could be racist against the aliens.
Like,
No.
fires
Facts?
can't even be
No,
produced
No.
in
humans,
space.
humans
No,
are
there's-
always humans are always gonna be shitty
No.
people. Dude, we hate on ourselves. That's how shitty we are.
I know, but we always come together against a common enemy. So it's like
is
when
it?
white people
Yeah.
first found black people, they're like, yeah, let's hate them because they're different.
What?
And
Even
we're
though they're
all
not
gonna get
different.
together and hate aliens because they're different.
No,
What if
that's
the aliens
fucked
are really
up.
cool?
If they're cool, then why the fuck? who
What if
cares?
What?
aliens are racist?
You
to
saying
us?
that the black people that the first white people found were just like, nah, they're not cool. That's
So
why we're
you're
gonna
telling
treat
me
them like
you gonna
dirt.
Keep a fucking alien as a slave.
We could.
Is that what you're saying?
We
I feel
could.
like it'd be done the same way that it happened with slavery in the United States, where it was like half of the planet's gonna be like, "Fuck them,
I don't know.
fuck them. We're gonna catch them and we're gonna enslave them, make them do our work," and then half of the world is gonna be like, "How about
How about-
we don't do that?"
All the left-handed people,
Yeah.
huh?
What if the aliens look like us.
What if the aliens are right-handed?
What if
Do you
we
think
are?
they eat
Have
ass?
you ever heard the theory that we're the aliens?
Yeah,
We are.
That
there was a
the
meteor.
meteor that just killed the dinosaurs was actually a ship that dropped us off.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
that's an
an
Have
actual
you heard the
fucking
new
theory.
theory of what killed the dinosaurs?
What?
That when the asteroid hit, it released all this gas and water and everything that was in the center of the Earth, and it basically caused a giant explosion and sent glass into the sky, and the glass basically just fell and killed all the dinosaurs. They were just pummeled by glass, and they
No
said
way,
that
no.
is the most likely theory of what happened.
That sounds like it's.
So
the
what?
least
Like
likely.
greenhouse gases inside the planet's crust just fucking
All
blew up.
the minerals and everything that were in the ground when it
There's no
exploded,
houses
it
back then,
created
dumbass.
glass.
Shut the fuck up. That's not.
That's crazy.
You don't know how smart them dinosaurs were.
Dude, what if the dinosaurs could talk?
I fucking
They
hate
had
you.
lips.
Did they have tracheas
Oh, do you
though?
think they
Or
can
did
suck
they have a
dick?
larynx?
Do you think they suck dick?
You hear this motherfucker? Yes. If deers can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to send that video.
Oh, deers can suck dick.
Deers
He sent
suck
us
dick.
a video. He sent me a video.
My-
You did send it.
I did
It's
send
in the
it.
chat.
Is it?
Deers
Screen
suck
recording.
dick?
Send it again. I'll watch it.
No, just go to
No,
the chat.
no, I'm
Oh,
lazy.
deer suck dick, bro.
Show us
Deers suck dick.
And get hit by cars.
You seen the video where a deer
Get
gets
stupid
hit?
asses on.
It's like
The deer
it-
gets hit,
that
gets
fool's
launched into another car.
Like, that fool's time was like, come over, I'm home alone. That fool's on his way and gets hit by a fucking car.
Nah, because he didn't look both ways, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking
Have you ever
stupid
seen
asses.
the damage after somebody hits a moose?
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
things destroy
Did you see that?
cars.
Mooses are fucking
Did you see that
big.
fucking video of like? It's like a bear the size of maybe like a little bit bigger than Michael, and it fucking drags away a moose like the size of all of us. Like all of us together would not
Have you
be
ever
the
seen
size of
them
that
run in
fucking
the
moose.
snow?
Fucking Musa, dude.
Have you ever
Shouts out
seen
Musa.
a moose
I
run
don't think
in the
Musa
snow?
listens to this.
But shouts out to Musa.
Yo, if you know
He definitely
Musa,
doesn't listen to this.
if you know Musa, shouts out.
Shouts.
If you
Fucking-
are Musa, shouts the fuck out.
Shouts out.
Not upset he didn't come to your party, Pippin.
I'm super upset, but he said he was doing something in the AM.
Nah, he was probably. at the
No,
party.
I'm gonna believe him because I love Musa. Well,
Look at
Michael, you gonna eat some of my pozole or not?
Frustrated moose smashes car window.
Nice.
Frustrated? Does he fucking...
Why does that sound like a Pornhub title?
It's on YouTube.
You watching this?
Hold up,
now?
hold up. Show him to the
Show it to the
computer.
Show it to the microphone. Put it up real close to the mic, so they could hear what's happening. They could feel it in their ears. The fuck is he? It's not a fucking cat. What is it?
Is he
what
fucking
language is
Russian?
this?
Is he gay?
It's probably in Canada, so he could be French.
Oh,
Why did I
oui,
say
oui.
Russian?
Do they have meese in Russia?
I want to say yeah,
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
but I think they're smaller.
Bon Jovi. Bonjour.
Mises or what?
Have you seen that they're putting? Have you seen that they're putting cows in VR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can get happy. So we can
Yeah.
make our food happy. So it tastes better.
Yeah,
I'm
but
so
it's
happy.
only in Russia right
It'd be
now.
like that.
Yeah,
Just go
but that's
to
an
YouTube.
actual thing. They're giving cows VR headsets.
Big ass fucking VR sets.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking huge. And
Oh my god, dude.
they make them think that they're in an open field. But you gotta think, they're not in an open field, and they
Oh, like in
Yeah.
If they're
slaughterhouses?
running away,
yeah.
they probably
Well, not
like,
slaughterhouses.
shock
What are they called, Michael? Dairy farms. Dairy
Yeah,
farms.
Oh, okay.
where they milk them. Not your mom, not your milk.
Where's the full hype?
Okay. But what if...
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh, he just
He's like, eat a dick.
That fuck-
dig this moose, fool. So he like this is car bugging it. They're like, hey,
Well, they
moose
were
trying to get
following
its
him the whole
attention.
time.
They're trying to
They're
holler at the
following
moose.
him.
I'm trying to holler at
The
moose.
moose
Like, hey,
comes up
moose,
to the
kiss my
car.
dick.
Fucking socks the windshield,
He
cracks
socks it
it,
with
and
his hands,
dips. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
He walked up to it, he stood up on both legs.
Look,
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 look.
look.
Boom.
Oh,
He-
fuck.
Look, he just takes off. He's like, fuck you,
It's
homie.
like,
Leave me the
you're a
fuck
dick.
alone and shit. Fuck out my hood.
Gang shit. Whole lot of gang
So
shit.
have you guys seen Frozen 2?
No.
Oh, it's out.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's out.
It's
It
out?
came out last week, I think.
They kind of promoted it and then it just kind of disappeared.
Turn it down.
They have it at McDonald's. Like they have a big old thing at McDonald's. And they're like, "Ooh, Frozen, get your toys or whatever."
Alright, it's big. We're getting at that part.
It's revenge stuff. What was it?
It's recommend.
Recommend time.
We need
Da,
to.
da, 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 da,
No.
da, recommend time.
Russia
Ba,
does
ba, ba,
not-
ba, ba. It's not Russia. It was some other country.
Russia doesn't have mooses.
They have beers. I mean bears.
Beers.
Da, da, ba, ba,
They
ba,
have beards?
ba, this is
Recommend time.
the- Recommend time. Eat ass.
Eat my ass.
That's the
You
recommend.
guys
thing.
done?
Okay. Who
Who's
wants
gonna
to go
go
first?
first?
What? Besides?
Michael, you go.
Recommend time.
No, Franny, you went last time. You go first this time.
Recommend
No.
this
Did
time.
he go first last time?
Didn't I go? Danny, you,
I'm gonna go first.
Michael, somebody else go
Is it-
first. I feel like me and
No,
Michael
yeah.
already done it.
You go first.
I go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So recently, I just watched the Lil Peep documentary, and it was really good. Like if you know, like if you're into the music and you think he's a cool person, watch it, cause like you go through his life, and it's pretty cool.
Michael's saying no.
No, but like I don't know it. Like if you guys watch documentaries and you like into documentaries, like that one is really good. Like I'm just saying.
Documentaries are good, just
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
You
Well,
ever watch them?
It's
I watched one about it, like a underground tickling. It's like a fight club, but they just tickle each other. So they're in like a ring and they're like, yeah, yeah. It's fucking weird. I
Danny,
can't remember what it's
Are
called.
you gonna recommend anything?
Yeah, watch Victorious on Netflix.
Is it actually Netflix?
That shit
Yeah.
slaps. Yeah.
I finished all 3 seasons
The
already.
jokes are
Already?
whacking,
Yeah.
man. My little siblings are watching it.
If
The
you
jokes are. It's like this is for kids. What, is it? Question mark.
It's not. They got. No, it's not.
get away with a lot of things.
There's
Yeah.
like there's a part where she holds up coconuts and she's like, I got
Yeah.
these 2 big coconuts.
And then she
holds
holds
up
them right here.
over her
yeah.
chest, and then the guy's like, those are nice. And I'm like, hold on a second. Or the joke where she
Ariana Grande.
one of the
before she
guys
was
is all mad.
famous.
He's like,
Yeah.
how do you go from an A to a D? I don't see how that's possible. And then one of them's like, it happened to me in 8th grade.
Jade, my fucking goth GF.
If you want to watch more
About
documentaries,
Oh yeah, we're
yeah,
still
Disney.
didn't recommend.
Disney has a lot of good.
But then you have to get Disney Plus.
If you have Disney Plus, they have some pretty good
There's a
documentaries on
7-day
there.
free trial, you bums out there.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! All right, cool.
Just keep making new emails.
It's like Netflix, but
Bless you,
Disney.
Jenny. Since you want to sneeze, I guess we gotta introduce you.
I'm sorry.
No,
Uh,
don't introduce
now we have to start
anybody
over.
until the
We have
end.
to start
you gotta
over.
cut it all. Get rid of it.
We
cut this all
have
out.
to start over now.
I'm
What
a-
about you, Franny? Recommend.
I did documentaries on
Oh yeah.
fucking Disney
that
Plus.
doesn't count.
But like of what? Fool?
I don't
Has
know.
to be
There's
something.
a good chimpanzee
A
one
new
I
show
wanna watch.
just came out.
The Mandalorian. But you wanted to say the
No, I
Mandalorian.
wasn't gonna say the Mandalorian.
Okay, well the
You
Mandalorian.
bitch.
The Mandalorian's on its 4th episode and it's pretty good. If you like Baby Yoda, then
If
know
you
what
want
I'm
to see where
talking
the memes come from, watch it.
Yeah,
Baby Yoda. What about you,
about.
Michael?
Yeah, what are you gonna recommend?
I was gonna recommend that if you've ever played any of the Dark Souls games, God of War, then you should get Jedi Fallen Order. It's basically Star Wars Dark Souls. It's really good.
Sekiro. Sekiro.
It's not like Sekiro. Star Wars Sekiro.
If you guys like
It's really
Sekiro.
good.
Yeah, and
The
also
story's pretty good too.
give Pokemon Sword and Shield a try.
Yeah,
No.
sword. Don't get a shield.
Either one's
Unless
fine.
you're gay. And
Alright.
then if you're gay, I mean,
That's okay.
that's not.
That's okay with us.
That's all on you.
Yeah. As long as
So-
we support you, just support us back.
Mhm.
We're not gay. We're just putting that out there.
You guys are holding hands.
We're-
Okay. And
Okay. Next thing you're gonna be like my dick's in Danny's ass. Okay, it's not
yeah,
gay.
and then
It's
next
not
thing you're
homo.
gonna tell me that I can't kiss my homies goodnight.
Oh, sorry.
Huh?
Are you? So
The
do you,
fuck? It's not what you were saying last night.
Oh.
Huh? Wait, we're not done yet.
We're done.
Are we done?
Yes.
Wait.
No,
Oh, if you're listening to this, please recommend it to other people who you think might like it.
And also follow us on Instagram at the Risky Biscuit Boys all together.
Hey, have we
And
got any
you
new
say
followers?
this isn't okay.
Have we got any
Huh?
have we got any new followers?
we got one new
Yeah.
follower on
I haven't
My
SoundCloud.
brother's
Oh,
friend.
'cause
He followed
we
us.
did
I
this
saw- I
thing.
got it.
Nine
shit.
now.
Oh, dude, I went to T-Mobile and I told my T-Mobile guy to follow us on SoundCloud. I don't know if he
How
actually
he
did.
did it.
Yeah.
It would have popped up.
Oh, I followed it for him.
He unfollowed.
He unfollowed right away.
Probably.
He
The
unfollowed
last
when
one
he
we
left.
got was my brother's friend, and that was yesterday. And we got Jacob DeFlippies follows
Oh,
us.
that's one of my friends too.
The flip.
Yo, shouts out to Jacob the Flippies.
Shouts
The
out.
Philippines.
Shouts out to Neck and Neck and Tit.
The Philippines?
The Philippines.
The Philippines?
It's fucking Italian.
Sounds
The,
like
the
something I'd get.
philanthropist?
Who got followed? Or somebody commented, "Who the fuck is you?" Commented. He wasted 49.
Oh, if you made it this far, comment, Danny has small legs.
No.
Danny has small legs.
Comment, Danny has
Danny
small
has
legs.
small legs.